Laugh your way to Spanish language. Master the language with humor and fun. I dedicate this book to all the people who love and study Spanish, to those who take pride in the Spanish language, and especially to all my students whose passion and effort have inspired me to continue teaching and learning every day. Thank you for being part of this linguistic and cultural journey. Welcome, future Spanish speakers. You're about to embark on an adventure through the twists and turns of Spanish language learning, with plenty of laughs along the way. Think of this book as your hilarious guide to mastering Spanish, but without the boring drills and rigid grammar lessons. Nope, we're going to learn by embracing all the glorious chaos, cultural quirks, and classic misunderstandings that come with learning a new language. This isn't just a language book, it's a survival guide with a sense of humor. Expect to find yourself alongside Clara, our not-so-perfect protagonist, who dives headfirst into Spanish culture. Whether she's ordering enough tapas to feed an entire village or accidentally telling people she's pregnant instead of embarrassed, you'll see. Her adventures are your lessons. You laugh, maybe cringe a little, and most importantly, you learn to speak Spanish, one hilarious mishap at a time. By the end of this book, you'll be more than just a beginner. You'll have picked up practical Spanish skills you can actually use in real life. We're talking basic greetings that won't get you strange looks, ordering food in Spanish like a pro without ending up with 10 kilos of oranges, navigating fiestas and siestas, aka the magical balance of work and nap. The secret to surviving Spanish conversations with idioms, slang, and all the lost in translation moments. And yes, the right way to handle those tricky verb tenses that make you want to cry a little. But don't worry, we'll get through it together. If you're tired of language books that take themselves too seriously, this one's for you. You'll learn while laughing. Guaranteed. With every chapter, you'll pick up phrases, expressions, and grammar while immersing yourself in the real Spanish culture. From bullfights to flamenco to trying and failing at mastering the siesta, we're bringing Spain to you. So, why buy this book? Because learning Spanish should be fun. And I promise by the end, you'll be speaking Spanish with confidence. And you'll have some wild stories to tell along the way. Let's get started. Vamos a aprender con humor. Let's learn with humor. Chapter 1, Hola, and other everyday disasters. Hola. It's a simple greeting, right? 2 syllables, not too complicated, and yet it's enough to launch Clara, our protagonist, into a series of misadventures that would make Don Quixote proud. Clara, a lively but slightly clueless foreigner, has just moved to Madrid, armed with a handful of Spanish phrases and an unshakable optimism. She's convinced that with a little effort, she'll be speaking Spanish fluently by the end of the week. After all, how hard can it be? Famous last words? Day 1. The great Hola debacle. Clara steps out of her tiny Madrid apartment brimming with excitement. She's determined to make a good impression on her Spanish neighbors. She has rehearsed her hola in the mirror a dozen times, adjusting her pitch to sound confident yet friendly. But the moment she sees her first neighbor, she panics. Ho, hola, she stammers, her voice shooting up an octave. Her neighbor, an elderly senora with a permanent frown etched on her face, stares at her as if Clara has just offered to sell her a llama. Hola, the senora replies flatly before walking away. Feeling a bit deflated but undeterred, Clara decides to try again with the next person she encounters. This time it's a young man wearing a football jersey. Hola, Clara says, trying to sound casual. The man grins, winks, and responds, ¿Qué pasa, guapa? Clara's mind goes blank. ¿Qué pasa wasn't in her phrasebook. Is he asking her if she has pasta? Did she accidentally walk into an Italian neighborhood? She mumbles something unintelligible and scurries away, leaving the man laughing. At this point, Clara realizes that maybe, just maybe, learning Spanish is going to be more of a challenge than she anticipated. The grammar lesson, when hola isn't enough. This is where Luis, her well-meaning but brutally honest Spanish guide, steps in. Over a cup of café con leche, he explains the nuances of the Spanish greeting. Hola is the basic hello, but it can be expanded with different levels of formality or casualness. ¿Qué tal? How's it going? Or ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Adds a bit more warmth to the greeting. If you want more about this book, it can be found in Amazon.